happy Saturday. Happy Valentine's Day. Big hearts out to our listeners who joined us on the celebration of love. It's half hour with me, Aaron McLean, and my co-host as usual. Oh, hey, it's Chase. What's happening, buddy?
Hey, I am doing great. I hope you are.
Oh, I am. I have to be honest. When we were like, "What should we do next week?" and we were like, "Oh, shitty movies. That's going to be fun." I totally forgot there was Valentine's Day. What a guy thing to do! And we were talking in the green room, and it was like, "What do you do for Valentine's Day? Anything?"
And no, we don't even celebrate it.
Like, yeah, just another Saturday. I do I do celebrate it, but I had to be reminded. And I do the flower. I got two ladies in the house, so I did the flowers. I'm gonna grill some steaks tonight. But yeah, yeah, there was a moment of like, oh yeah, that thing. But yeah, it's fun now. We got some good stuff. I was able to get some good flowers in time. It's gonna be great. But today we're talking so bad it's good horror movies, because that's something I love is shitty horror movies. And there's a lot of them. It is a genre all to itself. And when I first moved to LA, my roommate at the time, Matt Corrigan, who was my other podcasting partner on my other show, the Launchpad Podcast, we would do something. He had been doing it for years. Every Sunday, we would have something called Shitty Movie Sunday, where we'd sit down, we'd watch a terrible movie, get a bunch of people together, and we'd laugh our asses off. So a lot of these come from that Shitty Movie Sunday era. Oh, yes. What's up? Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Hello, everyone in the chat.
Yeah. Love to see it. So little bit of history. I'm a big film history nerd. I'm a film school nerd. So I'm going to drop a little bit on that. So in the 50s, in the 1950s, we had a new thing that was coming out that was kind of weird. It was a teenager. So post World War II, a group of young people suddenly didn't have to go to war, get a job, work the fields immediately. They had a chunk of time where they could go to school, get a job, and spend some extra money. And they were going to the movies. And so suddenly movies had this influx of like, oh shit, we need a lot of content. We need a lot of movies. So they started like greenlighting low budget things to just keep people in seats, keep spending money at the drive-ins, at the movie theaters. You could go in and watch movies all day. You pay like, I don't know, 5 cents, and you could sit in a movie theater all day. So this is when you start getting the B movie, which is a low budget, not considered good, but just something to attach to double features. 2 movies back to back. Heck yeah. And this was geared towards, the teenagers of the time. It also is geared towards the fears of the time, which is atomic warfare, because we're in the 50s, and Russia's going to nuke us at any second. So these movies are just so wacky. And there's a ton of these like crappy fucking 1950s B movies about atomic monsters. And the first one I want to talk about is called Robot Monster. And it is terrible. So I'm going to share this picture. How familiar are you with like 50s schlocky movies?
I know I haven't seen many of them, but I know there's like Manos, Hands of Fate. And they're like Santa Claus versus Martians.
Yes. So good. So bad. Santa Claus versus Martian is so mad. Robot Monster, 1953. This one always comes to mind when I think of so bad it's good. They literally like, what's the monster? And they're like, I don't know. What do we got in the closet? They're like, we got a gorilla suit. They're like, well, that's not very sci-fi. And they're like, I can put a space helmet on them. And they're like, bingo, got it, bam. Robot Monster is a gorilla with a space helmet on, and he kidnaps ladies and they fight. And all of these movies are like filmed out in the Calabasas Bluffs north of LA, because it's just a big like you always see the place where like Star Trek guys are. Like it'd be hilarious, like just in the background it's like people from Star Trek are like, oh hey, what's that, what are they doing over there? They're making a movie. This movie's trash, super hysterical, because at every second it just reminds you that it had no money. Throw this on in the background and you will end up watching it and laughing because it's hysterically bad.
I'm gonna have to check this out. But yeah, I've seen like tons of those playing at like AMC and Turner Classic Movies. Like it's usually just like the shittiest costumes.
Oh, so bad. What else you got?
You know what? We are a horror podcast,
Yes,
and
we are.
and we are talking about shitty horror movies. I think it would be a crime if we didn't talk about this one. I think the king of shitty horror movies, Troll 2.
The widely regarded the best of the
The
shitty
best
movies.
bad movie.
The best
It's
bad
debated.
movie.
It's debated between that and The Room, which is like the best bad movie. Like-
Oh my gosh, it's incredible. Yeah, there's a documentary about how bad this movie is. It's also one of my favorite like subgenres of horror, which is tiny terror. When you got a little itty bitty guy, and they're like, and they make stupid little noises, and they run around. And these are a movie I'll talk about a little bit later. Is called Ghoulies, which was like a Gremlins ripoff. This is worse than Ghoulies when it comes to like puppet wise. Like Ghoulies at least had some character.
Okay.
These are just shitty
Costumes.
puppets. Yeah. Also, it's a sequel to a movie. Does it have anything to do with the movie? No,
No.
because they're not trolls. There's no trolls in this movie. They're goblins. They're
Yeah.
goblins.
My favorite part, and it's become a meme. It's so of course the goblins are vegetarian, and the way they eat is they give their victims they disguise themselves as humans, but they give their victims this laced food that has like some green shit on it that turns them into plants, and it therefore turns them into plants. And they feed. And the best part is where a guy is following a woman into like this abandoned castle, and she's already been infected. The witch lady thingy comes up, says stuff, then the woman turns into a plant. The goblins start eating her, and the guy goes, "They're eating her. Now they're gonna eat me. Oh my god."
The deliveries are terrible. It has one of my favorite dinner scenes ever where Joshua's family is like about to eat the tainted food. They get frozen for most of the movie so he can stop it. But when he comes back to this, like, stop my family from eating the goblin food, he jumps up on the table and pisses on everything. And the parents snap out of their coma, and they're just like, "What are you doing, Joshua?" So to their so like I love thinking about movies from other characters' point of view. Joshua's parents' point of view and his grandparents, like the rest of his family, is, I can't wait to eat this meal. I'm so hungry. Da, 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 da. And then my grandson hops up on the table and just starts pissing on everything out of the blue for no reason. That's going to be one of those things that they talk about every Thanksgiving. Hey, remember when Joshua pissed on everything and ruined dinner? And he's going to be like, "I was saving you from goblins." And like, "Sure, Joshua, sure." And like that kid will never live that down.
No. No, I watched this for the first time last week, and I've heard stories about it. I mean, it's kind of an urban legend at this point, but yeah, it lives up to its name. Like I know there's a Talk is Jericho podcast where he has like one of the stars of this, and I think Greg Seresto from The Room, where they debate which is the worst movie, The Room or Troll 2. But
it's unbelievable. There's a new documentary out that came out a little while ago on the festival circuit, but I think it's finally getting a streaming release. And it's called Best Worst Movie, and it is a 2009 American documentary film about the making of Troll 2. So it's actually pretty old. But I think I just saw a thing where it's being put on streaming again recently.
Finally. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll check that out.
It's got some really good, it's got some really good funny interviews, and it's with the star of the movie talking to him about like he's a dentist now apparently. But yeah, pretty funny.
Awesome. And okay, so when it comes to good bad horror movies, which do you prefer? Do you prefer when they intentionally make it campy and bad? Like, like we've seen a lot of that now. Or do you prefer it where like Steve Rudinsky's films with the Carousel films? Or do you prefer it to be something like Troll 2 or The Room, or another deep cut here, Samurai Cop,
Oh, Samurai Cop.
where they try to make a good film, but it's just they don't have the money, and it's just so bad that it just turns into a comedy. It's so I didn't know which one you prefer.
This is a good question. This is a great place to get into it. I like movies that thought they were making the best movie at the time. They thought they were making a slam dunk of a movie. If you're a Steve Rudinsky, who I love Steve's films because he knows how to do it.
Yeah.
To thread that needle to go from I'm aiming for crappy. But that's the thing. Steve aims for the budget that he has. He's not trying to make a bad movie. He's trying to make the best movie he has with the budget that he has. And is laughing at that. He's not lying to himself that it's this grand thing. He's making Carousel. He knows the movie he's making. But like when you have like Troma, and it's like I all respect for Troma, but they're not my favorite movies because they are aiming to be shitty. Like, hey, we're shitty, and they're reveling in it. They're like pigs in slop. They love it. Those are harder to sell to me than a Steve Rudinsky, but my favorite are the ones that thought they were making a good movie.
Yeah, like with Steve Rudinsky, I think with him, like you said, he's aiming to make a good film, but he knows he doesn't have the budget. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to add a lot of comedy in this and kind of poke fun at ourselves, be very self-aware. But yeah, like I love shit like Samurai Cop, where they were trying to make a good movie, but it was just so bad. Like, I don't know if you've seen Samurai Cop, and anyone in the chat, if they've seen it. It's the funniest shit ever. Like,
too funny. It's not a horror movie, but it's so effing funny because there's entire scenes where you can tell they filmed the entire scene between three people, but only one of them at a time. So like, there's a scene where this guy's like hitting on this lady. He's like, "Hey, so what are you doing later?" And his cop partner, who's like they just keep cutting to him, like, and it's obvious that he's not in the same room at the same time. So they're just like, "Okay, look over to your left." He's like, "Okay, look over to your right." Oh, and like he just has he obviously has no clue what the conversation was. He's just responding to nothing. Amazing. Oh,
do you know what my favorite part of that movie is the fact that they filmed the movie, the main star, the lead star, has long hair. So when they finished filming, he cut his hair short, and then they called him back like, "Hey, we need to do some reshoots." He's like, "Well, I just cut my hair." And they're like, "Oh, it's fine. It's fine. We have this cheap women's wig, and it's just going to be in wide shots where you won't be able to notice." It's pretty much the entire fucking movie. He's wearing this 1980s women's wig, and there's a scene during a fight scene, it falls off.
And it's like, should we reshoot that? No, stays in the cut. Oh man, his partner in that movie, his cop partner, I have gifs. I saved gifs of his reactions just because they're so stupid. They're just so good. There might be a couple movies on here that aren't horror, but just fit that bill so hard. Because Samurai Cop's amazing. Ninja 3 Domination with the magic sword. Oh my God, it's so good. There's this lady. She finds a ninja who's dying, and he gives her a magic sword, and the sword flies out of her closet and gives her magic ninja powers to go on revenge. And it is, she goes on revenge by killing a bunch of cops at a cop funeral, which is like, what? Whoa, that's intense, Ninja 3. Also, Ninja 1 and 2, did you guys have magic in your movie? Ninja Cop 1 and 2. What magic? What are you talking about? We were ninja movies. And it's like, oh, so no possessions, no demons, no flying swords? No, what? Ninja 3, what are you doing? Ninja 3's like, just psychotic. Ninja 3 Domination is out of control stupid. I love it.
I might have to add that to my watch list. Aaron, what's another one that's so bad it's fun to watch?
Oh my God. Let me go back to my list. I'm going to keep it in the early days. Plan 9 from Outer Space, 1957. And it's directed by somebody really important because he was that early era of Nah, it doesn't have to be good. It's not about good or bad. It's about the friends you made along the way. This is Ed Wood, of course. And Ed Wood, Plan 9 from Outer Space, notoriously terrible, but like delightfully fun. You got Bela Lugosi in here. You got all these great characters. Tor Johnson, who famously is the inspiration for one of the most highly sold Halloween masks of all time. My aunt, who was she owned a costume shop, she told me this. She said the best-selling mask of all time is Tor Johnson. And it's purely because it wasn't expensive. It was a really cheap mask. It was generic. If somebody ran into a costume shop and they're like, I need something for a party right now. And it's like, okay, here's this mask. How much is it? $80. Oh my God, I'm not spending that. Here's this mask. It's $30. Great. It's kind of creepy. It's generic. It fits big guys. Tor Johnson was a huge guy. He's like 6'7", and he used to be a cop, but he's that guy in so many movies. Just a big dude who comes in and smashes down a door and carries off some chick in his arms. Best-selling Halloween mask of all time. But he's a pretty interesting character. The worst-selling mask of all time, E.T.
Really?
Yeah, because no adult wants to be E.T. because you look weird as a 6-foot-tall E.T. And nobody wants to spend $80 for a licensed mask for their like little kid. So yeah, E.T. E.T. had a lot of worst-selling X, Ys, and Zs. But yeah, Tor Johnson. There you go. So yeah, Plan 9 from Outer Space. Deliciously terrible. Really goofy. When they're like walking through the graveyard, they accidentally knock over the tombstones, and like you can tell that they're like walking on like fake grass because like the tombstones are just falling over, the trees are falling over. When they're in the cardboard spaceship and they're like, oh, turbulence, blah. The walls are like shaking and falling over because they're made out of cardboard. Like everything is just so cheap, but Ed Wood don't care, man. He'll do anything. Ed Wood also famously, he liked to wear women's clothing. And to explain this to his wife, he made a movie called Glenn and Glenda and basically told her this by showing her the movie at the premiere. So she had no idea that that was a proclivity of his. And he's at the movie theater like, hey, come see the movie I made. And they're at the premiere and she's like, what? Because he also stars in the movie as a man who likes to dress up in women's clothing. Wild. Wild. Like also just for its time, like wild way to tell your wife that that's your bag. But Ed Wood, a hero to shitty movies. Love it.
All right, next one on my list. I don't know if you've seen it.
I hope so.
From 2019, The Fanatic, starring John Travolta, Devon Sawa, and directed by Fred Durst. Yes, Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit.
All he wanted was an autograph. A rabid film fan stalks his favorite action hero and destroys his life. Oh no. Is John Travolta? No. Does John Travolta play like a
he plays the fanatic.
Oh no.
The best part of that film. Do you want to hear John Travolta's very first line he utters in that film?
Yes, please.
He walks into a Hollywood prop store. Sees the owner who's working the cashier and says, I can't talk too long. I have to poo. That's his first lines in the film.
No notes. Genius writing. One take. He's got this.
Yeah. So it's hilarious. The thing is, what makes it great is they were trying to make it like a serious thriller, psychological horror film.
Yeah, this is Swim Fan, but with like John Travolta as a special dude.
Yeah, and it's hilarious. Just the whole movie, his acting, which funny enough, I think Devon Sawa came out in an interview said, because we've been seeing more of Devon Sawa the last few years in horror. Devon Sawa joked he was on an interview with Dead Meat, and they're like, yeah, we've been seeing a big kind of horror renaissance for your career. And he was like, yeah, he's like, it started with some movie with John Travolta I did that no one saw. And he was like, then people started calling me.
Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. Like, I didn't even know this movie existed. This looks horrendous.
It's amazing. And I would highly recommend checking it out. Another thing is these Fred Durst inserting Limp Bizkit in here in a Limp Bizkit song. Devin Sawa was driving with his son his young son in the car and goes, just randomly, want to listen to a little Limp Bizkit, then turns on the radio, and then it's just, yeah, and
ladies.
Do you want to hear how much this movie made at the box office?
Yes, please.
$3,153.
No, that's impossible.
$3,153.
That's impossible. That means you. Oh my gosh!
I'm not joking.
That is that's rough.
But yeah, it's a terrible film, but it's one of those you just have to watch just because it is so fun with John Travolta's performance. Yeah, it's
oh my gosh, yeah. I'm just looking at these lines. Hey, you want to listen to some Limp Bizkit? Nice and loud. Oh my god, this looks great. Okay, yeah, I gotta watch Devin Sawa talk about Limp Bizkit. Oh, that's hysterical. Okay, so this one, I am ashamed to say how much I spent on this Blu-ray, but this is Raw Force 1982. A group of martial arts students are en route to an island that supposedly is home to the ghosts of martial artists who have lost their honor. A Hitler lookalike and his gang are running a female slavery operation on the island as well. Soon the two groups meet and all sorts of crazy things happens, which includes cannibal monks, piranhas, zombies, and more. This movie literally throws every dart at the dartboard and then throws all the shit at the dartboard as well, because they had no clue what movie they were making. There's zombie monks, there's rocket launchers, there's karate, kung fu, ladies in cages. It is bonkers. And I died laughing. And it knows it's stupid. Like, it delivers a lot of stupidity. It also has entire scenes where you're just like, what's the point of this? Is this driving the movie? And they're like, no, idiot, it's to show some nudity. And you're like, oh, okay, I guess. I mean, I guess movie I'll watch. And yeah, it just goes so over the top. And yeah, it's like a karate school. So they keep talking about how awesome karate is. They don't let you forget that they love karate. But then, like, halfway through the movie,
gotta hammer it home.
Yeah, but then barely use any karate because they find some rocket launchers. so that's what that movie becomes. Oh my god!
I do have a question, because you said you spent a lot on this Blu-ray.
Yeah, this was like a $70 Blu-ray.
Vinegar Syndrome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now
they're
it's kind
of the
cheaper. Yeah,
they're kind of the kings of releasing really shitty movies on Blu-ray.
Yes, sir. I was very disappointed because it's one of those things, like, I bought it when it was super expensive, and now it's like $17 on Vinegar Syndrome. When it first came out, I was like, gotta get it. I get really amped up about boutique Blu-rays, and I was like, I gotta buy this, and I spent so much money on it. I bought this and Flesh for Frankenstein and Blood for Dracula, and like a huge, which were all deliciously shitty movies, but this took the cake. It was real bad and hysterical. Yeah, definitely hunt this one down and watch it with friends. All of these, I think it's better to watch with friends, because watching these by yourself, you're just mad that nobody's hearing your jokes.
All right, so the next one I got was actually requested by a great friend of the show, Christopher Carlson.
Yes.
2017's Wish Upon.
Oh my goodness, I don't know this one either. 2017. Oh, it's got Joey King in it.
Joey King and Ryan Phillippe and Shannon Purser, Barb from Stranger Things season 1. Yeah, Chris messaged me, recommended me to watch this, and I'm so happy he did. So it's about a girl who discovers a box with magical powers where she makes a wish. She's allowed 7 wishes. And after each wish though comes with the price, the life of someone close to her. So at first it gets sad because it's the dog at the beginning.
Oh.
Spoiler alert for an almost 10-year-old movie. Then the second one, it's some rich uncle who basically cut her and her dad off from the family, and his death scene is fucking hilarious. So he lives in it's this rich looking bathroom. He steps into the bathtub, slips, falls in the bathtub, then wakes up, and he goes to raise up, and then bonk, hits his head on the faucet. It was, I guess it was supposed to be like, oh my God, but it was actually comically bad. Her father, Ryan Phillippe, has a hobby of dumpster diving, which embarrasses her. And there's a scene where she's going to school, talking to her friends. They're outside the school, and she sees her father dumpster diving with his buddy. And instead of ignoring it, if you're so embarrassed by it, I would just say, okay, ignore it. Don't bring attention to it. She goes over, Dad, what the fuck? Brings attention to it.
Now everybody's looking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and then they inherit the wealth. What the wish was that they become wealthy. And when the uncle dies, they inherit his mansion and all his wealth. So then all of a sudden, after that, Ryan Phillippe becomes a saxophone player, which weirdest. How do you go from dumpster diving to becoming a world-class saxophone player? I don't know.
Does the magic have anything to do with it? Or is it just that's a random thing that happens?
That's just a random thing that happens out of the blue. So then she's out with her friends, out shopping. And it's so funny just because then she sees her dad dumpster diving. And she's like, Dad, what are you doing? We live in a mansion now. And it's like he's like a drug addict. He's like, just gotta do it one more time.
Just gotta do it.
Gotta do it one more. I'm sorry, buddy. I gotta do this one more time.
Just need a fix. I mean, dude, once
I got to get my dumpster diving in.
Once you get into that that secondhand shop fix, man, I know those people who are like, oh, I gotta stop by every garage sale. And you're just like, what are you gonna find there? Oh, there's such good stuff. And it's like sometimes, but a lot of times it's just crap that people are trying to get rid of, and you're putting in your trunk of your car now. That's hysterical. Looks awful. That guy directed Annabelle.
It was awful. Yeah, it was very awful, but
Annabelle
totally worth checking out.
Either.
So thank you, Chris, for recommending that.
So yeah, if that's the vibe we're going for, I got another good one. So this is one of my all-time favorites because it is so pure of heart. This is one of those ones that makes you feel good watching it, but it is terrible. It's called Miami Connection, directed by YK Kim and some other dude. YK Kim is a Miami Taekwondo instructor who raised enough money and said, I want to make a movie and I want all my friends to be in the movie. So it's him and all his buddies making this movie about a group of friends who are in a band called Dragon Sound, and all their songs are about friendship and Taekwondo, which is freaking rad. And I just bought the vinyl for $65 because the music is amazing. Friendship, honesty, integrity, friends forever. That's how we roll. Anyway, so they fight ninjas. There's cocaine coming into Miami, straight hustling, and there's ninjas running the cocaine. And YK Kim and his buddies from the band have to fight the ninjas, and it is incredible. But here's the funniest part. So YK Kim makes this movie, and then everybody's like, haha, that movie's terrible, and he's devastated. And he tries to throw the movie away. And years later, Alamo Drafthouse finds a print of it in a barn, and they watch it and they're like, this is incredible. It has so much heart because he made the best movie. He thought he was making a damn good movie. And you know what? It has the heart and it makes you happy. So they call up YKK and they're like, hey, we want you to come down and watch the movie with a group of people. Come introduce the movie. He said, no, you're going to make fun of me. And they're like, no, 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 no. So they keep showing this movie and it keeps getting more and more cult popular, more and more famous. And then they're like, YKK, you got to come down and you got to see it. And he's like, no, 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 you're going to make fun of me. And then they send this like petition with all these people, like, we want you to come down. And he shows up and like in tears to see that his movie brings people so much joy, and they get it for what it is, this movie about friendship and how awesome Taekwondo is. And then it gets such a cult following that at Fantastic Fest in the in the early 2000s, Dragon Sound reunites to do a concert, and I'm like, yes, and that album has the live concert on it. So that was the big kicker for me. I was like, I want to hear Dragon Sound perform live. So pumped. This movie is so great. It's so cheesy. There's like all these moments where like, hey, the mail's come. What's in your mail? Oh, wow. I found my dad, my real dad. I'm going to go meet him later this afternoon. You're like, how do you know that from one letter? Also, you didn't know your dad? Wait, where is this plot coming from? And you're like, just roll with it, dude. Miami Connection. Fight them ninjas.
Friendship and Taekwondo.
Oh yeah. Oh, the music is so good. It's actually like it's a bop. It's a, yeah. You'll be tapping your feet to that one. Miami Connection is one of my all-time favorites because it's just like just pure adore. Also, all of his friends in his Taekwondo band club are like in their 20s, and he's like a 50-year-old man. It's just like, hey guys, let's practice Taekwondo in the park, and they're like, yeah, let's go, yeah. So
sure, weird 50-year-old man.
Yeah, it's a little weird, but I love it. Oh, what else you got?
Another one. 2006, The Wicker Man.
Oh,
starring Nicolas Cage.
The bees.
The
bees. Oh.
Him running around the woods in a bear suit punching random women.
Oh, it's so good. The Wicker Man, the original Wicker Man is a bona fide classic. Like one of the best, one of the best, whatever you call it. I'm blanking on the word that we called it, but like folk horror. It's witches, it's folk horror, it's cults, it's folk horror. And the remake, when you heard the remake was coming, it was at the height of like Nick Cage being like early, like he had done Face Off. He was still riding his wave high, and then suddenly this was like, oh no, dude, what are you doing? That's terrible.
I said, and first of all, it also came out during the height of the 2000s remake era. Yes. Where just like literally every other horror film that was coming out was a remake of a classic film from the 70s or 80s or 60s. It's like I've always said, Nicolas Cage's career like deserves its own like film school college course, because of course like you go from like 1980s Nicolas Cage, where he was looked at as this young, promising upcoming actor. Then in the 90s he wins an Oscar and then becomes this big franchise box office draw leading man, just pumping out blockbuster after blockbuster. You put Nicolas Cage's face and name on a poster, people are going to line up to go see it. It starts continuing a little bit more, like starts continuing on in the 2000s. I would say then we get to another point, and I think this is the beginning of it, the fall of Nicolas Cage, where he starts doing bad movies. Mm-hmm. People don't want to see him in movies. Like people aren't really going to his movies anymore. Then you get through the like 2010s, the straight to video era, Nicolas Cage, where he's just basically just starring these bad straight to video movies just so he can make ends meet, make money. Then Mandy comes out and he becomes this kind of the Nick Cage renaissance that we're seeing right now, where he's starring in these artisan, weird, surreal indie films and getting critical acclaim for it. Yeah. Like, so this is like the point, I think the beginning of kind of the nosedive for his career.
Big time.
But it's also one of those, like, Nick Cage kind of in the 2010s became a cult sensation because of films like this and his straight to video films, where he would overact. Like, yeah, exaggerated facial expression.
Bad Lieutenant Portical, shoot him again, his soul's dancing. He is so erratic in all these movies. This is a good one. My buddy Alex Popkin has something called the Cage Quotient. And it's a measurement system that he came up with. I can't explain this very well, but I'm going to try. The Cage Quotient, according to Alex Popkin, is you look at the cover of the movie and you look at how high Nicolas Cage's eyebrows are arched. You look at the back of the movie and you see what his name is and the job that he has. And depending on how weird those are, you know how good the movie is. If he's a firefighter named Red and his eyebrows are all the way up on the cover of that movie, that's going to be a banger. Look at this. His eyebrows are down. His name is Edward. He's a sheriff. That's boring. This movie's no good. Like, he can literally go through Nick Cage's career and explain to you like the name to the Cage Quotient. You're like, I don't know how you solved all this, how you made it all work, but it works. Good for you, man. Nick Cage also was in such severe debt that he had to he bought like a dinosaur skull for like $5 million. He bought a pyramid in Egypt, like a whole pyramid for like multi-millions of dollars, and he needed to pay taxes, man. He had to do every movie that came his way, and they're all trash. Woo!
But if you want to see kind of like what I mentioned, peak crazy Nicolas Cage, like watch Mom and Dad. It's him and Selma Blair.
Yes.
Sauce means sauce. Oh.
So crazy. Yeah, absolutely bonkers nuts in that movie.
The scene where his kid puts a dead like squirrel in his like classic car and he finds it. Then him and his kid are just sitting on the curb with him. He's having a talk with them, drinking a beer, and like he's having a dad talk with him. He's like, "You really fucked up here, kid."
Bananas. Oh man, Nick Cage has a bunch of really good bad movies.
Yeah.
So here's one. It's a good Christmas movie. It's called Elves, 1989. While conducting a pagan ritual in the woods with her friends, Kristen inadvertently awakens the spirits of demonic Christmas elf involved in a neo-Nazi plot to bring about the master race. After the recent Rent-A-Santa in her department store is murdered, an unemployed alcoholic ex-cop takes the job, and the two set out to unravel the mystery. All that happens in that movie. That alcoholic rent-a-cop is one of my favorite shitty movie actors of all time. Dan fucking Haggerty, aka Grizzly Adams. If he's in a movie, I'm pumped. I'm watching it. Grizzly Adams is the man. Dan Haggerty, Dan Haggerty's just so good. He kind of looks like me, not gonna lie, but he's just in a shit ton of movies that suck and are super fun. I mean, any one of these you could watch and have a really good time. Because he basically just rocked the era of weird, bad movies. And he's in a lot of movies with cool bears, in a movie about bees. He's in biker movies. I mean, Dan Haggerty, for me, is the king of shitty movies. And oh my God, like what is this? What even is this? Is that an animated film? Like, oh my God, unbelievable. The Chilling, horrible zombie movie, but Dan Haggerty's in it, so I'm on board. I love me some Grizzly Adams. And one Halloween, I dressed up as Grizzly Adams. Nobody knew who I was because I looked the same. Elves also has one of my favorite slaps in a movie ever. This woman is talking to her grandfather who's in a wheelchair about like the elves and the elves are coming and the Nazis use the elves and it's a secret plot to end the world, and he just rolls up in his wheelchair and just goes, "Kapow! Stop it!" Just yells at her, and you're like, how did you not step out of the way? That guy literally wheeled up to you, wound back, and then just cracked you from across the room. You're just like, you could have stepped away at any second. Why did that happen? Why is that guy such an asshole? Why are we hitting people? None of this is necessary. Oh, Elves is great. Elves is great. So stupid.
I'm gonna be adding that to my list now too, and might be new Christmas watch for me.
Oh, it's a great Christmas watch because it's real bad.
I think we should continue on with Christmas.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2.
Oh, it's
Garbage Day.
Yeah, Garbage Day. I mean, you could talk about any of the sequels past the first one.
Yeah.
2's real bad. 3's even worse, but it's almost so bad that it's just bad because it has almost no redeeming. The only redeeming value of Part 3 is you can see his brain in a jar, and you're like, "That's cool." You're going to do anything, movie? And they're like, "How about we flash back to the first movie?" And you're like, I already watched that movie. And like, too bad, you're going to see it again.
Yeah. So supposedly the story was Part 2 was that the studio didn't have any money, and they just wanted to retool and re-edit the first one and just release it as a Part 2. And the filmmakers were like, no, we're not doing that. We want at least to give some kind of something new. So yeah, I'm not even joking, the first 45 minutes of this film is just a recap of the first film. Like, that's it. It's just a recap, and it's just now, instead of it being Billy, it's his now adult younger brother, who was a kid in the first one, Billy, just narrating over the first film.
Yeah.
It's like, and my brother, he went on a killing spree. Like
for 45 minutes. Yeah, it's wild. They were on one for that.
Like, that was when I first watched it. It was one of those, like, me and my partner were watching it. We had seen the first one, but we hadn't seen the sequels, and we were like, oh, okay. We thought it was just going to be like something like Hellraiser 2, where the beginning of Hellraiser 2, you get like a little 2-minute recap of the first movie, and it's just like, oh, we're just going to give a quick recap, and it's like, no, it's going. It keeps going. It keeps going. And it got to a point, I remember just pausing it to see what the timestamp was, and it was like 35 minutes. I was like, God damn.
Absolutely crazy. Although I'm looking at this Blu-ray, I didn't know they had a package Blu-ray of all.
Oh yeah,
the later films. Grab that. Yeah, my guy. I love it when Chase just has any movies. I mean, I always respect a healthy physical media collection, but Chase just has it all, and that is always fantastic. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen 3 through 5, they're terrible, but 4 and 5 are hysterical, like hysterically bad, hysterical, if you will.
Yeah.
3 is just bad. 3 is rough.
I'll say
bad.
at least with the 5th one and the 4th one too, you get some entertainment value. Like,
yes, and they're weird. They're weird enough to make you go, I mean, I can't not stop watching Mickey Rooney as a guy named Pino. And I mean, Silent Night, Deadly Night 4 has Clint Howard and some like bug monsters fighting witches.
Yeah, just out of the blue. And there's really not a lot of Christmas stuff going on.
No, not at all.
I think there's one scene of a Christmas party, and then I think one added scene of like the leading lady going to like her boyfriend's like parents' house for Christmas. Like, that's all you get. That's all the Christmas you get. And then the 5th one is a lot of fun because that is about a killer Pinocchio who has an Oedipus complex. And Mickey Rooney's in it as the kind of Mickey Rooney's in it as a Geppetto character.
Oh, it's so bad.
Which is hilarious because he is one that actually wrote a nasty open letter to the producers of the original when it first came out.
Yep.
Then, like, not even 10 years later, he comes hard up for cash. And yes, I'll do the shitty 5th entry of this franchise because I need money.
Apparently, he didn't know. Apparently, I mean, bullshit, but apparently he didn't know.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Like, it wouldn't surprise me. But the second one, if you watch it again, like I said, the first 45 minutes is just a recap, but the Ricky stuff is hilarious. Like, especially when he goes on his killing rampage, shooting people with guns. Of course, you get the garbage day.
Garbage day.
Yeah. Then him just shooting people and like going from serious to
His evil laugh is so good. I mean, yeah, so bad it's good. Like it's worth it past the first, like, just fast forward 45 minutes and then just watch his rampage. Do you like miniatures?
I do like miniatures.
Do you like movies with like puppets in them?
What do you have?
I got this movie from 1968 called The Green Slime, and it is a Hong Kong American Italian co-production, and it is a bunch of the special effects masters from the Godzilla series making a sci-fi movie. So it's got tons of really good miniatures in it, and then a bunch of cheesy, shitty puppets. And holy cow, it's great. So these guys are like, an asteroid's going to collide with Earth. We're sending our best crack team to fly out to the asteroid and drill into it and stop it. And they're going to plant a nuke and blow up the asteroid. I'm like, holy cow. I saw Armageddon. I know this plot. So these guys go out, and again, their spacesuits are 60s amazing. They're like glittery, and they got like cool bobble helmets, and they got jetpacks and shit. And they go out to this asteroid, and there's some green slime, and it gets on some dude. And they come back to their dope space station, and anybody who gets touched by the green slime gets infected and turns into one of these monsters. And then, like, as you kill the monsters, the slime grows into more monsters, and the spaceship gets overrun, and they feed on electricity, so their laser guns don't work. And it is just hyper cheesy 60s amazingness, but like, the plot is dead serious. Like, oh, we're trapped on the spaceship being attacked by monsters. And you're like, fuck yeah, aliens. It is straight up if Aliens was made with cheesy miniatures and silly looking puppets. And I am always here for it. Also, rad 60s, like psychedelic shredding guitar the whole time. It's like, green slime. You're like, hell yeah, green slime movie.
I mean, like you said, Armageddon. I mean, you don't get Aerosmith. You get something better.
Yeah.
You don't get, don't want to close my eyes. You get,
yes,
like you said, green slime.
Yeah, look at these critters. Like these are the monsters in this movie, and they are, oh my god, they're so cheesy and amazing, but like
amazing.
Played serious as a heart attack. It is, they treat this so real. They treat these monsters as the most horrible thing to ever happen, and they make a goofy sound. They're like meow 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 meow. Like, no. This is the level of like cheesy 60s that you get. It's like macho dudes and hot babes, and they're all wearing like just the silliest outfits, and the hair. Oh my god, welcome to the 60s, guys. I love it. Yeah, one of my all-time favorite, like, throw it on in the background, like drive-in style movie, because it's got everything: miniatures, puppets, monsters, people melting, laser guns, babes in spacesuits. It's great.
Actually, Aaron, I have a surprise for you for my next one.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be one of those you're gonna say, I can't believe he has this.
I can't believe he has this. I always, now I'm excited.
All right. My next one.
Yeah, what do you got?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation.
Oh wow. You teetering on the edge of so bad it's good, because it might be bad. I don't know. That's a wild one
to me.
It's hysterical, right? Isn't this wild?
So, to me, my favorite part of the story is how it got released. So I think it was filmed in like 93 or 94. It was originally released as The Return of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but it did so poorly at these screenings, the distributor pulled it from release. Fast forward a few years later, Matthew McConaughey and Renee Zellweger, who have at this point become huge stars by this point that the distributor's like, you know what? We're going to release it now. And we're going to put Renee Zellweger and Matthew McConaughey's names on the poster.
Oh, yeah. It's wild. It's wild.
It's weird. It's so weird. The Leatherface is a cross-dressing pizza eating yelper who instead of like doing the shrills or something, it's like weird noise. Matthew McConaughey is going like his acting, the way I could describe it, is 2010s era straight to video Nicolas Cage, like over the top, is acting crazy, and it's hilarious.
There's a weird part in this movie, and again, spoiler alert for one of the worst films ever made. So in the dinner scene, which most Texas Chainsaw movies have, where somebody's tied to a chair and they're being tormented by the family, suddenly this limo pulls up and this guy all in black comes in, and he's got pig nipples that are all pierced. Yeah, I said
like,
that. Yeah,
carvings in his stomach.
And he comes in and sits down and just apologizes to Renee Zellweger. He's like, "I'm sorry for all of this. I'm sorry for the gross display." And reading it, it was an apology from the filmmakers. They're like, we were off the rails, so we just felt like we owed the audience an apology. It doesn't have anything to do with the movie. It's their way of apologizing that the movie is so bonkers.
Turns out he's like an Illuminati, like a member of the Illuminati, and then he revealed it's like just so randomly at the end of the movie. It's like, yeah, they're employed by the Illuminati to bring fear into people, and they kind of fucking suck at it now. So yeah.
It's goofy. It's really, it's so weird. It's such a weird moment. It almost doesn't make sense. And there's part of me that like hates it, but also part of me that loves it. And it's great to see McConaughey going batshit crazy. Is this the one that has? Is this the one that has the hammer in it, where he has this hammer contraption that smashes people in the head, or is that Leatherface?
That's Leatherface Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. This one is the one where Matthew McConaughey has a robotic leg,
and it keeps acting up on him. Yeah, yeah. Oh wow, holy cow! Yeah, this one's again very.
It's one of those like. Yeah, you gotta see it to like. Honestly, I know like Renee Zellweger's a great actress, but you wouldn't know that she's like this. If you had never heard of Renee Zellweger and this was the first thing, for anyone now, this is the first thing you've ever seen her in.
Yeah.
I think you'd be shocked to learn that she's actually like now this super successful 2-time Oscar winning actress.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
She does a decent, she does pretty totally good, but but it's just like, you wouldn't think like this woman who would have this like storied career, like become a huge star and a 2-time Oscar winner. This would be like one of her first stars.
Yeah, you wouldn't be. You're like, she's in like a huge series called Bridget Jones's Diary, and they're well regarded. And you're like, no way. Chick from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, New Beginning, no way. Yeah.
Same with Matthew McConaughey. Look at him, how he's had this storied career.
Oh, I got one to add to the list from his storied career. You ever seen Tiptoes?
No, but I'm
my
interested.
God. All right, whipping up Tiptoes. So Tiptoes is it's highly offensive. It's about little people, and it is it's Matthew McConaughey, Gary Oldman, Kate Beckinsale, Patricia Arquette with cornrows, Peter Dinklage as a French little person. Gary Oldman plays a little person, and he plays it on his knees with like shoes taped to his knees.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. And it's about Matthew McConaughey, who is dating Kate Beckinsale, and she's like, "I'm pregnant." And he's like, "Oh no!" And she's like, "You didn't take that very well." And he's like, "Oh, I got something I gotta tell you." And she's like, "What?" He's like, "My family is all little people except for me, And she's like, okay. And he's like, "Gah, if that baby's a little person, I want to have an abortion." And she's like, wow, this has escalated immensely. And she's like, I want to meet your family. And so he takes her to this family reunion, and it's all these little people. And it is, the movie waffles between playing it as a freak show and then playing it as like heartwarming, because Gary Oldman ends up falling in love with Kate Beckinsale. Is like, I will raise this child no matter what. I love you. And they like run off together. And Matthew McConaughey is left in the dust being a total jackass for being an asshole. And like Patricia Arquette hooks up with Peter Dinklage, and like they have this very, like, it is the weirdest movie. Also, the cabin that they hang out is the cabin from Friday the 13th part 4, where Corey Feldman lives, which is like, oh, I recognize them. Why do I recognize that cabin? Because it's from Friday the 13th. This movie is so bad, but also hysterically bizarre that you're just like, every step of the way, you're just like, why was this choice made? What, like, complete warning, it's offensive by today's, it was offensive by standards then. It's super offensive now, but it is also hysterically bad because every step of the way you're just like, no, Matthew McConaughey, no, what are you doing? Oh no,
this is
Gary
like
Oldman.
2003 or 2000. Let's see, when did this made?
Oh my god, 2002, my guy. Yeah,
this was like this was like the height of his kind of like leading man romantic comedy era. Like, why
yeah,
did he do that?
He whiffed it so
Like,
bad.
like, just think, like, this was probably right before How to Lose a Guy in however many days it is.
oh my god. Okay, so here you go. Here's Gary Oldman sitting on a couch, and he's in the couch, and those legs that are sticking out are fake, and they just like wiggle back and forth the whole time. They're like, they don't bend, they just wiggle. The whole time. Here they are in front of the Friday the 13th house, for all of those who can recognize it. Yeah, here's Patricia Arquette and Peter Dinklage with cornrows. Unbelievably wrong at all levels, but also like so hysterically bad that you're just like, wow, okay, like I guess I'm here for this. And you I mean, you will laugh hysterically because it is just, wow, what a bad idea at every step of the way. You can't deny it. I don't know who thought this was a good idea when they made it.
Oh my god. Again, Matthew McConaughey, you had How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days come out like literally the next year.
So bad.
Christ.
Do you have any more? Because I could rapid fire a few.
I do have one more I could talk about.
Hit me with it.
And then I have a rapid fire.
Great. Do it.
So let's start with my last one. Came out last year. It's a film I've preached its greatness to since I've seen it. Just a lot of nominations at the Razzie Awards this year. 20 War of the Worlds. No, not the Steven Spielberg, Tom Cruise led one. The better one. The one with Ice Cube. That's on Amazon Prime. It's amazing. I cannot preach. It's so great. Ice Cube is the greatest actor in the world. It's so it is War of the Worlds, but told through a computer screen, kind of like Missing or Searching, those thrillers where everything's told like through the point of like FaceTime, Skype.
It's a pandemic
iPhone,
movie.
like,
yeah.
This one is told where Ice Cube works for the Department of Homeland Security. And an alien attack happens as told in War of the Worlds. So pretty much the entire movie is told through him showing his screen through webcam, and it's just his reactions like,
oh my god,
it's amazing. And then turned out there's like a secret hacker group. You got Clark Gregg he was in the Avengers, playing the villain. You got Eva Longoria. You got fucking Roderick from Diary of a Wimpy Kid in it as an Amazon driver.
Oh my gosh.
If you don't know Diary of a Wimpy Kid, horror fans, you'll know him from that you killed my father, you motherfucker, from Saw 6 guy.
Yeah.
And there's so much Amazon product placement because you have Ice Cube's daughter who's dating Roderick from Diary of a Wimpy Kid, who's an Amazon driver. Ice Cube needs a thumb drive. He's like, man, how am I supposed to get a thumb drive? He's like, I can tell you how. Like, it becomes like he needs this thumb drive to do this virus to beat the like aliens. He's like, I can tell you how through Amazon Prime Drone. It's Amazon Prime Drone. It's the newest and latest and most advanced way for delivery. It's the future of delivery, and I can have it to your location in 30 minutes. Amazon Prime.
Oh my gosh, so good. Amazing. See, and again, they thought they were making a real movie there. They thought they were onto something. I tell you what, I'm looking at my list. I think we could do another episode of this later. Instead of doing my rapid fire, do you think we come back and do more of these in the future? Because I got a whole bunch of it. I got a whole bunch of. I was like, I could give them all away, but I have like a whole bunch. So I'm going to do one more, and then we'll do our sign off. So this is a movie from 2018, directed by my close personal friend David Willis, and
Cicada.
Cicada
sounds amazing.
Yeah, I'm in this movie. I get killed. I'm Doomsday Priest. Yeah.
What's it streaming on?
It's streaming on it's on Amazon. So he made this movie. He wanted to go the Birdemic route, which Birdemic should be on our list as well.
Birdemic. I love that one.
And he wanted to make this like so bad it's good. And it's all of our friends from college making this movie together, and it is really funny and cheesy. He taught himself VFX. I gave him the wing rig, and he filmed all these puppet cicadas, and he put the wings on them. The cicadas come out of the ground every 17 years, and this time they're hungry for the sugar in your blood, and they like attack your spinal cord. It's all done on like blue screens. It's really cheap. It's really fun, real goofy, but we had a good time making it. And, I highly recommend it. But it's one of those things where like he sold the movie, and now it's getting bootlegged in Japan and being memed in India. So like he always is sharing like these Indian memes that's using his movie. He's like, man, I'm glad somebody's enjoying it. But it's so funny because he's like, you when you sell your movie to a streaming thing, they just take all your money, and you never see a penny back because they're like, well, we didn't make any money. It's like, yeah, but you sold it to all these other companies. And are you saying they didn't make any money? It's all under the table bullshit. But yeah, check out Cicada. It's really fun. It's it's very cheesy, and we had a good time. I once took a shit in the middle of a Starbucks. Tinfoil hat guy, Cicada.
Wait, are you the tinfoil hat guy, Aaron?
No, that's Dave. He's the tinfoil hat guy. I am Doomsday Priest. I have a sandwich board that says the end of the year, and I go, my neck, and I fall down. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch that one.
Oh, so
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think maybe we should do like 1 week a first for half hour horror watch along.
Oh, that would be fun. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Dave would come on. He'd love to.
I'd love that.
Yeah, he would absolutely. He would absolutely do this. Let's see. Can't be opened. I was like, what do I have on my computer from it still? I have the wing flap rig. That's all I got. Yeah, super fun stuff. Worth checking out. Yeah, we need to do a Block of Horror video night for sure. All right, guys, let's let's wrap it up. I'm gonna come up with a blood coin. Chase, hit him with the plugs.
Yeah, so first of all, you can see me here every Saturday with you, Aaron, on Half Hour Horror. You can also see Aaron in Cicada, rented on Amazon Prime. You can follow me on Letterboxd, Instagram, and Blue Sky at Oh Hey It's Chase. Little shout out to my dad. He has a blues rock band called the Creepy Crawlers. Shout out to my dad.
Oh, sick.
They have their first single out, I Shot an Alien. get that wherever it's on YouTube. It's
Dang.
on iTunes. Yeah, listen to it. And also, thank you to Mike. Wasn't able to finish the producer Mike. I wasn't able to finish the thing because I was having trouble opening the little balls. I didn't want to take up your plug time, Aaron. And also I didn't want to take up any of Skylar's time. So
what'd you get? Okay. Hey. U.S. Colonel Marines, yes.
Yeah, we got All Aliens. Of course, that's shown last week. A keychain of the poster.
Love it.
Weyland-Yutani Covenant.
Very cool.
This is on my car keys. That's
already that's on my kit. Yeah, I got that one.
And this cool ass figurine.
That's sick.
As an astronaut being attacked by a face hugger. So once again, thank you, producer Mike. Love him. And I have this guy sitting next to my Xenomorph action figure up on my one of my DVD shelves.
That's awesome. Bloodcoin word trash because we've been talking about trashy movies and loving it, and we love you guys. Happy Valentine's Day to those who celebrate. Just show people who you love that you care by sitting down and watching some shitty movies and laughing along, because that's the best thing. That's what movies do, is even when they're bad, they can bring you together to have a great time, and I love that. So, everybody, fantastic. We cannot wait to see you next week. And we'll come back to the shitty movies and do another episode in the future. Because I realize I have a huge list because it is one of my favorite genres. I didn't even get to talk about Ghost Shark, and I love talking about Ghost Shark. Yeah. So we'll come back and we'll complete the list. But guys, follow us on all the things, Block of Horror, and we'll see you guys all real soon.